Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we go beyond the headlines to help you make smarter bets.
That's right.
We at Tipsmodo are really excited about today's matchup.
Oh, yeah, it's a big one.
Brentford taking on Aston Villa.
Absolutely. And, it's one that I think a lot of people might overlook.
Yeah, they might just glance at the table and say, oh, mid-table clash.
Exactly.
But there's some real interesting narratives here.
Oh, there's a ton.
Brentford, for instance, practically invincible on the road,
It's incredible.
but at home, shockingly vulnerable.
Yeah, it's almost like they flip a switch,
It's so strange.
Home and away, it's a completely different team.
And then you have Aston Villa,
Yeah.
ambitions for a top-4 finish, but their away form is, well, let's just say it needs some work.
It needs a lot of work.
Yeah, so we're going to uncover why this match is a potential goldmine for savvy punters like you.
Because that's what we do here at Tipsmodo.
Yeah, we give you the edge.
Like crunch the number.
We try to find those winning bets.
That's right.
So let's start with Brentford. This season of two halves concept.
Right.
They've scored the most goals at home in the entire league.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But get this, not a single clean sheet at home all season.
Yeah, our supercomputer has been looking at this, and honestly, it makes no sense.
How is that even possible?
Like on paper, it doesn't add up, but they're so potent in attack.
Yeah.
But so leaky at the back, it's like they just can't.
So it's going to be a high-scoring game.
I mean, you got to think so, right?
That-
At least on Brentford's end.
Yeah.
And it's thrilling and frustrating for their fans. I mean, you imagine
Week in, week out.
you're guaranteed goals, but you're never sure if you're going to win.
Right, exactly.
They currently sit 11th in the table,
Okay.
coming off a draw against Everton.
Okay.
But their recent form is a mixed bag, a loss, a win, another loss, 2 wins, and then that draw.
Inconsistent.
And there is some good news, though.
Okay.
The potential return of key players like Norgard and Jensen
Oh, yeah. Those are big names.
could be a game changer.
Huge.
Midfielders are absolutely crucial for Brentford.
For stability.
Creativity.
All right, so let's shift gears.
Okay.
Aston Villa now.
All right.
Fresh off a big Champions League win midweek.
Yeah, they're flying high, you would think, right?
You would think.
Yeah.
But their domestic form tells a very different story.
Yeah, 1 win in their last 7 Premier League matches.
Oof.
That's a concern.
A little bit.
Yeah, and their away record is particularly troubling.
Really?
7 losses in their last 9 away games.
Oh, wow.
And it's baffling because on paper, they have the squad to be a top 6 contender.
Yeah, they really should be higher up the table.
They absolutely should be.
And they're currently 10th.
Right.
5 points off the top 4.
So, still everything to play for.
Still in reach.
But those away day blues are a real puzzle.
Yeah, what's interesting is Aston Villa have been involved in more matches where both teams scored
Oh, yeah.
than any other team in the league.
Oh, they are a roller coaster.
It's incredible.
I mean, don't talk about exciting football.
But for their fans, I bet it's a bit nerve-wracking.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
You never know what you're going to get.
Exactly. You just hold on and hope for the best.
Right, so it's a double-edged sword.
It really is.
They've got a very potent attack.
Oh, yeah. They can score goals.
But they're prone to these defensive lapses.
Yeah, and we've analyzed their tactical approach at Tipsmodo.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they're embracing this high-scoring, high-conceding style.
So you think they've just said, we're going to score more than you?
That seems to be the approach.
Interesting.
And it's working to a degree, but it also makes them very unpredictable.
For betting.
Exactly. And that's where we come in. Yeah, and, this Brentford match could be another goal fest.
Okay.
Remember, Aston Villa beat them earlier this season, 3-1.
Right.
So there's a bit of revenge on the cards for Brentford.
Oh, absolutely. And, I mean, speaking of revenge,
Yeah.
the Ollie Watkins factor,
Oh, huge.
facing his former club.
Yeah, he's going to be extra motivated to make an impact.
Absolutely.
I mean, that adds a whole new layer of intrigue to this matchup.
It really does. So let's take a closer look at the possible starting lineups.
Right, let's dive in.
How do you think Brentford might line up?
Well, I think they could opt for their usual 4-3-3 formation
Okay.
with Flecken in goal,
Yeah.
Ager, Collins, Pinnock, and Lewis Potter forming that defensive line,
Strong back line.
and then a midfield trio of Janelt Norgard, if he's fit,
Yeah.
and Mbeumo.
Okay.
Up front, we could see Damsgaard and Schade supporting Wissa
All right.
as the central striker.
So lots of attacking potential in that Brentford lineup.
Yeah, tons.
Even without their star striker, Tony.
Big miss for them.
Yeah, but still a lot of firepower.
Absolutely.
What about Aston Villa? How do you think they'll line up?
Tough to say for sure, especially after that midweek Champions League game.
Yeah, they might be a little tired.
Exactly. Emery might rotate the squad.
Got to keep them fresh.
Right, but if he sticks with a similar lineup, we could see Martinez in goal. Cash Consa Disasi and Matson forming the back line.
Right.
And a midfield pairing of McGinn and Tielemans.
Strong midfield.
Yeah, and further up the pitch, Asensio, Rogers, and Ramsey.
Wow.
Providing that service to Watkins up top.
That's a formidable attacking force.
It really is, especially if they're committed to going forward.
Yeah, they're not afraid to attack.
No, they're not.
So
Yeah.
looking ahead to this match, Brentford are desperate to break their home curse.
Yeah, it's been a weird one for them.
You think they can pull it off against a team like Villa?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
We've analyzed their home performances in depth at Tips Moto,
Yeah.
and it seems like there might be a psychological barrier at play.
Interesting.
On the road, they're confident, they play freely,
Right.
but at home, there's that pressure.
The weight of expectation.
Exactly, and it seems to affect their performance.
And Villa, with their inconsistent form, they'll be looking to capitalize on any vulnerability.
Oh, absolutely. They'll be hoping to exploit those defensive frailties.
Yeah.
And, snatch a crucial away win.
To boost their European aspirations.
Exactly. It's a match with so many potential storylines, it's really impossible to predict.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
But that's why we love it.
That's what makes it exciting.
Right, and that's why we're here at Tips Moto.
All right, so let's recap here.
Okay.
We've got Brentford, a team that loves to attack at home but can't seem to keep a clean sheet.
Right.
And then you have Aston Villa, who can score goals for fun, but are just as likely to concede a bunch.
Yeah, it's a recipe for excitement, that's for sure.
It really is. So a real clash of styles.
Yeah.
Both teams with something to prove.
Absolutely. Brentford, they want to finally break that home curse.
Right.
Show their fans that they can win at their own ground.
And Aston Villa, they need a win to keep those top four hopes alive.
Yeah, they can't afford to drop any more points, especially on the road.
It's going to be a fascinating match.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what we love here at Tips Moto.
Yeah.
These are the kinds of matches that really get our supercomputer working overtime.
Crunching the numbers.
Analyzing all that data.
Factoring in, player fatigue, motivation, everything.
All those little details that can make a difference.
Yeah. And it's all to help you find those winning bets.
That's right, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Making smarter bets.
Exactly. And whether you're a seasoned punter or just starting out.
Tips Moto is here to give you the edge.
We break down the complexities, highlight the hidden trends.
We give you the insights you need to make informed decisions.
So if you're ready to take your betting game to the next level, head over to www.tipsmoto.co.ke.
Unlock a world of expert tips and analysis.
Don't miss out on this Brentford versus Aston Villa clash. It's going to be a cracker.
All right, that's it for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.